the mystery of luck. So I was having a conversation with someone the other day where we were discussing the success of another person. So someone who had become particularly successful of late, and mostly we were just explaining positive things. For me personally, I'm generally very happy for and have a lot of respect for people who have put the work in and then achieve success. I know it's not an easy thing to go and achieve, and I've got a great lot of respect for that. And as did this other person, although the person that I was speaking with did make the point that they were quite lucky with regards to certain opportunities that were afforded to them. And it got me thinking today about luck. And I thought I would just share my thoughts here about the mystery of luck. So, not dissimilar to creativity, I think that we are all lucky. So when someone says about another person, well, they just got lucky, I think really everyone gets lucky. Obviously, there's degrees of luck. Some people have terrible misfortune in their life, but I think it's a mistake to think about luck as something that only a certain section of people are afforded. I think everyone gets lucky. I really think that the people who make the most of luck when it shows up in their lives are the ones who are successful. So the ones that are ready. I think everyone gets lucky and some people are just ready when it arrives. There's a saying, isn't there, around that, which is, yes, of course. So luck is where preparation meets opportunity. So
A Seneca quote. The Stoics, they did know their stuff. Have you ever read Seneca stuff? It's pretty good. Yeah.
I think that's an important saying. That makes a lot of sense in that context. Luck is where preparation meets opportunity. And so being prepared is, I think, understanding where you're going, understanding where you are, and being prepared to put the work in daily. And then where preparation meets opportunity. Now, this is an interesting one because opportunity shows up in our lives, and I personally think that we're not always conscious of it. So some people will completely overlook the fact that opportunities have presented themselves. They might be golden nuggets of opportunity, but they're not ready, and therefore they don't see the opportunity. And that's a really important part where preparation meets opportunity. I think it's important that preparation is before opportunity in that saying, because where preparation meets opportunity, you have to be prepared. And what does being prepared look like? I think it is visualizing your goals, visualizing what you would like out of life. Where are you going? Bringing that forward into today, being almost having sort of an unwavering belief that you do deserve and you will get X. And people talk about visualizing and everything like that. If you've read anything to do with Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, there'll be write it down on a goal card, what you want to achieve and by when, carry it around in your pocket. And just that subconscious power of having that in your pocket and reading it regularly will attract things and opportunities into your life. And I think it's about psychologically, subconsciously, you're on a sort of frequency where you are expecting things to happen. And so when I think it's interesting because I think almost when we think luck is where preparation meets opportunity, preparation is something perhaps we have more control over in explicitly in the conscious sense, in that we're either prepared or we're not prepared. We're either putting in the work we're either explicitly stating our goals and then moving towards them on a daily basis, which to me is being prepared, or we're not. But where the opportunity comes in, preparation meets opportunity, opportunity will present itself, and if we are prepared, we will see it. And if we are not prepared, we will not see it. Sometimes I think if we're not prepared, we'll deliberately ignore it because it's painful for an individual to acknowledge that a great opportunity presented itself and you weren't ready. So you'll say things like, that wouldn't have worked anyway, unnecessarily cynical. Interesting reflection today.
Also, I think a key point that is perhaps being overlooked at this point is when people suffer bad luck. So you have bad luck, something bad happens to you. That it can be the making of people. So people transform bad luck into good situations, and they do that through becoming more resilient. So actually, sometimes bad luck can make you feel like, no, I'm going to show this person or that person, or you can go to one of two ways. It can make you bitter and resentful, but on the other hand, it could also make you formidable and brave and strong and courageous. You're going to go through. So the need to focus on positives. It's easy for people to say woo-woo positive thinking, but the reality is, if in every single scenario in life, could be good or bad, depending on what your reaction is to it, i.e. it could be a stroke of bad luck that creates a fortified you, that means that you will then go and create your own good luck in the future, or it pedals you down into more bad luck. You've got to look on the positive side. You've got to try and dig out where is the gift in whatever has just happened, because it will be there. Remember that people who are successful will often make the point that they don't really learn that much from the successes they've had along the ways. It's been when they've been absolutely on the floor and on their knees that they felt like they've really learned things. That's also an interesting point. If you don't feel like you're getting luck, if you don't like your results, change it. This is a good thing to think about too. Do something out of the ordinary. If you don't like the results you're getting, if you don't feel like you're getting very lucky, you don't feel like opportunities are coming your way, what are you proactively doing to change that? If you want different results, then you got to change. Doing the same thing but expecting different results is a fool's game, as the saying goes. So focus back inward. What are you doing? How are you preparing? Are you preparing sufficiently in order to maximize the opportunities that present themselves, which therefore are sort of manifest as luck? I hope that's been an interesting exploration. I quite enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll get luckier now. Who knows?
But with the luck thing, it's interesting. We're all lucky, and it's just a matter of, are we prepared? Are we making the most of the luck when it shows up in our life? Interesting. What do you think about luck? Let me know in the comments below. Hit subscribe, as I'm starting to put out some more content on YouTube, most of which will be related to entrepreneurship, tax, accounting. Thank you.